Yeah, we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube.
Yeah.
So we want to get started. Let me see who is joining us yet on Facebook. You can send. I will send you the link on your WhatsApp. I don't know if it's possible for you to share it.
Okay. Okay.
Or is it the same device you are using?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll send you though. I will send it. I will send it to the groups.
Okay.
So, guys, those of us who are joining us, I want you to drop in the chat box where you are joining us from. Drop that in the chat box where you are joining us from. We are live with Mama Tex. Mama Tex. Live with Mama Tex. So, welcome, Ineka. Zeke, tell us where you are joining from. Ineka is joining from Port Harcourt. Share this video, guys. Share it so that everyone need to hear this story. She's someone so quiet, busy building her business, and always positive, always looking at the positive side of things. And I'm so excited to have her here. When I started this business, she was among those who were encouraging me. Charles, you are trying, keep doing what you're doing. You know, when people value what you're doing, and it tells you that you should continue doing what you're doing. So I'm excited when I see people encourage one another to grow in the industry. So we are so excited to have you here, Ma. We have Jennifer from Abuja. We have Tina from Lagos. We have Tammy from Zambia. We have Rich Royal from Owerri, Shinwendu from Onisha, Alex Ramatu from Abuja, Okpara from Enugu, Faith from Asaba. So welcome. All you need to do now is share this video, do a watch party. Don't be stingy. Tag your team members because success leaves clue. One of the secrets to my success in this industry is being generous. Being generous. That's why I call it general. Being generous with information, and those information has really helped a lot of people in the industry. So don't be stingy with information. Share, and let others also come in to learn. So I can see you, Noso from Abia. Welcome, Noso, Messi Ibe, Kalu, the bulldozer on social media. I can see you, SD.
SD,
welcome. SD
That's
Messi.
my sister.
She's your sister.
She's my sister, yes. No, it was when we met at Kenya. We got to bond. I said, that's my sister, Budozi also.
Wow, that's nice. That's great. Fantastic. So we be going let me see if I can get YouTube link and share. Whoa. So guys, if you can't join on Facebook, you're having challenges, join on Facebook, go on YouTube. The video is already there showing live. So you can join on YouTube also. Join on YouTube. Yep. Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Before us here, we have SD Theresa, aka Mama Tess.
Yes.
We are so excited. We are so excited. We are so excited to have her here, and we want to get started immediately. I have to introduce her. Mrs. Theresa Ijere Mama Tess is a graduate of accountancy from Abia State University. Worked with AllCO, or AllCO Insurance before joining her late husband to manage their family insurance brokerage firm. Served as an executive director, to be precise. A one-time PTA chairperson, come board member of Apostolic Faith Secondary School, and Tony, lover of God, who has served at different positions and groups in our church. One of such is serving as financial secretary of the Women Guide of PCN Yaba for 5 years. He runs a foundation known as TEP, Theresa Empowerment Programme. Is an upcoming non-profit organization set out to empower and educate the widows, widowers, and the less privileged. Mama Tess is a one-star director of Longrich Bioscience International. In her words, Longrich is God's divine direction, as this platform has wiped away her tears as a widow and made her to achieve one of our most dreaded and pressing needs, which is the education of our children. She has achieved so many other incentives from this life-transforming business of Longrich Bioscience International. She believes strongly that the best you can do for anyone, widow or non-widow, is to give them the Longrich net to fish. QED. Net to fish.
Yes,
Yes, the Longrich net to fish, guys. So we are so excited to have you here. Can you tell us your journey in network marketing without mentioning any other company? Tell us your journey. How did you get started in network marketing, and how did you now connect to Longrich? If you have not joined network marketing before, and this is your first one, you can start from there. Tell us. We want to hear from you.
Okay. Thank you very much, SD Charles. I appreciate you so much for what you are doing. In fact, you have brought in more glamour, making this business to look so professional that people out there are admiring us. Those that are not joining, in fact, they are admiring us. I appreciate you so much. I don't even know where to start, but you don't know how much you work for what you are doing for us, because actually what you have said is actually true. You are not selfish. If you are the selfish type, in fact, you want to keep it to yourself to just grow your team. But the platform you have brought has been able to enable, has been able to help some of us to even grow our businesses. I appreciate you so much. I know you will never go unrewarded. And due to it, God has been blessing you, because when you are the type that has that very heart of giving, you find out that you never lack. You find out that you are prospering the more, because the Bible says that givers never lack. And that giving may not be money. It could be in terms of just what you are doing. So I appreciate you so much. For last week, I also appreciate you for redeeming the term. I was like, the devil did not want me to talk or whatever. I keep biting and casting. But at the end of the day, it was later that I joined. At that time, it was already late. I don't just know what happened. But I thank you so much for redeeming that very time. At least people that were there, they said they were there, that they still gain quite a lot. That is what it takes to be a leader. A leader is somebody that never lacks. There's no dull moment with a leader. If there's any ugly circumstances that set in, you find out that we just step in to redeem the term. I appreciate you so much for what you did. Thank you so much. For those I said, I'm so sorry for what happened. I don't just know how it came about. I've been doing Zoom, I've been doing a lot of meetings. I never had such experience. I say, only God knows. So I'm so sorry for those of you that waited and could not, and they waited to hear me. At the end of the day, it didn't happen. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the term. Sorry for everything. I believe by the grace of God for you to have to come on board again to seek knowledge of those that I will say that have done even if it is not all that have done well in this very business. It means that you want to also make it, in this very business. And for those that have not joined, for you to have come to seek knowledge, it means that you have positive dream for yourself. Thank you very much. When I started networking, quite a long time. That was in year 2000. At that time, I was still in school and university, to be precise. A fellow student brought in papers. It was like a certificate. He said, with this, if you sell 10, they'll give you 10. You buy it, either 5,000 or so. If you're able to sell the 10, it means that you'll be rewarded with bonuses. And so a lot of us grab it because it's at school. You are just looking for something to make ends meet. You are looking for things to support you, somehow, And so we bought into it. So we're carrying papers like that, selling, And the funniest thing that at the end of it, after selling those 10, it's expected that those 10 they also sell their own 10. I never knew what it is. I didn't know it was had the networking thing. I never even really heard about the networking thing. And so after selling this whole 10, I didn't get any reward. I said, now why? Is it how this thing? What do you people mean? At the end of the day, nothing really came out of it. But the thing is that as I move on, this thing kept coming, this thing kept on coming my way. This one they say this networking. Oh, this one is this one. They say I should not call them. This one is this one because I'm somebody that's always like to hustle. Even at that school, I will go buy clothes. I will sell. So I always want to be busy. And so I will anyone day if I have the money, I'll join. At the end of the day, I will try my best to push it a little bit, and I found out at the end of the day, I will not earn anything. But something keeps telling me that there's money in this thing. Why will people come? Sometimes they have events, I will attend. I say, why would people come and tell stories how they made 1 million, how they made this, how they make it? They say, if you keep bringing people. But it was difficult. I kept on struggling. At the end of the day, in fact, it's like I got fed up. I said, I beg, which kind of thing is this? Enough of this. And then along the line in my life, I lost my husband. I didn't like to mention this, but if I don't mention it, there will not be a correlation of the story that I'm going to tell because it's linked to Longrich. And so I lost my husband there. And when this kind of thing happened, in fact, my house was a maker. People will come and tell you all sorts of story. I remember sometimes when they are talking, it's like you are just out of your mind. But there are statements that they will make. They'll just freak you. And you check, how am I going to do this? And the man came to my house with a wife. He said, hey, Sister Theresa, what has happened to you? It's terrible. That look at him, that he's not a graduate, not because his father was not rich, but because when the father died, that almost everything was taken from the mom. And so for that reason, that the mom could not afford to send him to university. And that thing just clicked to me, bam. I said, I wept again because I cried so much. I wept again. I said, God, please don't allow it. So when this thing along the line, almost everything we ever had was taken from me. I didn't like to mention because it's a family thing. It was taken from me. It was like, where am I going to start life? Where do I begin? Where do I begin? And my priority was my children's education. I said, there's no way I'll be alive and my children will drop out of school. No. God, how you are going to do it, I do not know. And eventually, I was running, managing our brokerage firm with my late husband. So when he died, just one day, they came, the family members again, that father, they don't want me to manage this place, that if I manage it, that it means that I won't be able, I may not be sharing money with everybody, every family member. I said, no, I'm trying to put up this company for it to stand. They said, no, I should leave. It was like, I cried, I wept, and at the end of the day, they still meant what they said. They said I should leave. And I left the office. That very day I left office, someone was beating. I didn't know where I was going. I was crazy. I didn't just know where I was going. It was like, where do I start life? Where do I start life? If I have been employed on my own, I will not pay from my salary, I will still maintain. But this is a case of almost hopelessness. I didn't know where to start life again, you know. And so, but one day I picked up courage because I believe strongly that one is permitted to fall, but one is not permitted to remain on the ground. And so I picked up courage. I said, okay, let me go and get an office. I started looking for an office. Anyone I got, they'll be talking millions, 800,000, 500,000. Where do I get that kind of money? And so one day I pray to God every day. I pray to God, please guide me. And then one day something miraculous happened. I was just around that old baby. At that time, I didn't know Longrich. I saw a plywood that was written one room office to let. I got closer. I called the number. He said the office is at Tony Street. I said, okay, can we meet there? But what thing significance is that where that very plywood was placed was directly opposite Ajanako Street, and that was where Longrich office was at that time. But I never knew Longrich. That's why I say Longrich is God's divine direction. It's just God and God alone. And so I got there. I expected the place. It wasn't looking nice, but it's like, do I have a choice? And so I was able to gather money and paid for it. Every day I just say, God, you know my heart. I don't want to sit idle. I don't want to stay doing nothing. I come out of this very place that whatever that you have for me, just go ahead and do it. I do not know what it is, but just go ahead and pick me. One thing I know is that God, I'm not going to steal, and I'm not going to go after men that is be doing all those kind of stuff. I'm not cut out for that. But whatever you know that is good for me, and whatever comes my way, I will accept it, that it is your own divine direction. So every day I will come out there and I will pray. So some of those days, what widows go through, I thank God for this platform because it's going to really, really encourage so many people. Because in our families, among our friends, we have widows that are only depending on people to help them. We have widows that are depending on men to feed them. You don't have to do that. We have widows that are begging here and there. And so it's going to be an encouragement to them. And by the time we reach out to them through Longrich, in fact, they will live to thank you. Because it's a state of hopelessness, state of confusion. And so most of those days I'll come out there, it will just to cry. I will just weep and cry and cry and cry. I remember one day, the worst part of it, some of the days, task force will come. We are charging you for this. One day, one task force man came in. He said, where is your certificate of this? I didn't know. I couldn't hold myself. Tears started dropping. I could not hold myself. I tried to hold myself. Tears keep dropping. And the man got confused. My sister that was with me, said, you see what you have caused now? She just lost her husband. And you people come here asking for the man started pleading. I'm so sorry. Madam, please, I'm so sorry. It wasn't me, but I couldn't control myself. I tried to control myself because at that point in time, you are still going through a lot of things, This thing is here. It wouldn't have happened like this. And so eventually I got myself, packed up myself, I got home. So the next day again, I encouraged myself and came. I was not happy. And so right in that very office, a woman was shouting right close to my window, Thailand, Thailand, Thailand. Oh, I said, which kind of woman is this? Which one is this? Why will somebody come up in the morning? You are disturbing the whole people. And you are shouting Thailand, Thailand. Which one is Thailand? I could not take it again. I rushed out. I said, Madam, what is the matter? Why are you shouting? Why you are disturbing people? He said, Madam, don't be offended, though. Don't be offended. It's this business that came up. Oh. My neighbor is traveling different parts of the world through this very company. And yeah, I think it's networking. I said, hey, they don't come again. I said, I'm not interested in networking again. Which one is this? I said, I beg you again. Which kind of thing be this? Networking called networking. And so, when I got back to my seat, I was not happy. I kept wondering, I said, okay, Shebi you told God, Theresa, Shebi you told God that whatever it leads you, that you will take it. What if it's still the way, you know? And so I thought to myself, I went back to the woman. I said, Boma, come. What do you say is this business all about? And what is how do you start and how do you go about it? She said, okay. She gave me the breakdown of the level to join. That time, the smallest was 32,000. It was not easy for me. I to start that lowest level. And then she now said, okay, that she has a organ that will come and explain more to me. And then Shemu came to my office one day. He came and explained the importance of the business, the importance of VIP. The only thing that pricked me at that time was that 1% of global sales. I said, sure, God, thank you. I know that I don't have this money, but I know I can raise it if I try. That all that I needed was let money be coming into my account, no matter how small, even if it is 10,000 naira in a month, yeah, it will be that something is coming in. Since I have a lot of bills, you know, so after explaining, I had to sell, got to sell my shares. However little, I gathered all of them, sold all of them. At that time, VIP was 460,000. I upgraded myself to VIP. One thing very funny was I thought that with that VIP, you don't have to do any work, that one is purely investment. You will just be expecting money. You don't have to work. It's all this networking side though. And so that was it. I started, you know, I was so happy. Eventually the woman came and told that Madam Tess, that she's going to Port Harcourt to her place for us to do, for her and Shemu to do seminar. And that she will want me to join them, and that all this she's working so that she'll be able to give me people. I said, okay. I didn't have the money. I told her I don't have the money. My sister came and told, sister, you know our situation now, you know our condition. If you can join them, since she has promised that she's going to give you people, so that this business, you start building it. It was not easy for me. So I had to raise some money. No matter how I joined in that very trip. It was when we got to Port Harcourt, the lady already went ahead of us. And so she came to pick I and Shemu to a place she has prepared for us. It was because of discussion in the car there that they were discussing about the VIP thing. I got to hear that this thing is not automatic. It's not automatic monthly payment. Hey, I shouted. I said, Shemu, you mean this is not automatic? He said, yes, now. Hey, God, where do I go from here? And so all the things that we did there, I was not myself again. And we got the following day, we went for the program. I still participated fully, but all my mind was just going round and round. Where is the next money going to come out? What am I going to do? And so we finished that. Then the woman stayed behind. Then I and Shem were to move to Warri. On the way to Warri, it was raining. We stopped at a motor park that will convey us from that place to Warri. Shemu sat at another bench in that very park. I said, I couldn't keep it to myself again. I came to Shemu. I said, Shemu, you see that money that I used and upgraded to VIP? That's the last money I have. I don't even know. I thought that this VIP is that because I key into it every month, I'm going to be getting 1% of global sales. And I was thinking, since a global company, as people have said, oh, it means that it might be huge. Maybe 100,000 in a month, 200, you know, even 500. This is why people said I won't have to work. She said, Madam, she said, Madam Tess. He said, Madam Tess, don't worry. Don't worry. I said, don't worry. I don't even know where the next one is going to come. Oh. School fees is contending. Other things, no bills. I don't even know what to do. He said, Madam Tess, don't worry. Calm down. You're already doing something. See now, you're already, talking to people. You're already following us. Okay? We got to worry. We did the presentation. We left. When I came back home, I said, God, I think I have made a mistake. I sure I have not made a mistake. How could I have gathered everything that could have said possibly to pay school fees, possibly to settle house rent, and put it into this thing? And I still need to do this, their networking again to be able to earn. But I looked at it. What I did, I started going for training. I started going for training. Let me even understand this business. Madam Titi was always training at that time with Mrs. Alakeja. So I would go there every day. In the office. I'll close my office completely because nothing was forthcoming. I will close the office. I'll go there. My desire was, let me learn this business. Madam Titi was the only person that was prominent then. She was the only figure we were all looking up to. She will talk about how big the company is. She will tell us how much she's earning. She will talk about the way she posed. I was saying, hey, now wow, hey, when will I reach like this? When will I reach her? After which I have learned, what did I do? I will go home. I will be reading. I have never done networking in my life like that. I will begin to remember everything they said. I will begin to read it one after the other. I will begin to cram it. I will begin to, oh my God, read. And then let me understand this business. I was foreseeing myself that, oh, the way they are training, me too, I want to be training like that in future, in this very business. And so I will learn, I will study, and then the next day again, I will go for training. Then with the little money I had, I printed my flyer. Structured the thing the way I feel. We do know that if you buy product from us, you will be earning money. If you introduce people, I started sharing the flyer. It's amazingly some people, they just enter, they've not put in cover, and they say, what am I going to be telling the people as evidence? We started this business. Yes, I needed money. I needed money desperately. But the little that I had, I was rather sowing it, believing that tomorrow will be better. By the special grace of God, this tomorrow is better now. And it is going to be better and better, even more days, more years to come. And so I was going places, to schools, to churches, doing presentation with the little knowledge I get. I will move alone, going doing presentation. Sometimes Shemu and the wife will follow me. They really try for me. That's why they are still the only upline I have. They will him and the wife, they follow me, and they sometimes. And so that was how I started building the team, small. Before you know it, the next event we have at 10 degree, I was Diamond 4. It was, how did I come? How did it just like that? Just like that, just like that. Diamond 4, I remember that time, Madam Titi, when they called because she heard my story, she jumped up, hey, Diamond 4, So that was it, that was my journey. I loved the business even more passionately that I was going places. But the point is that I wasn't staying at a place. I went to Abia severally, at those points in time, some of those places I went to, you won't even see, not even one single PV, but you keep moving. I keep on moving. So wow. By the special grace of God, in fact, people have given me all sorts of names. Lolo Longrich, Mama PV. I remember vividly one day I was going to Akpabo Market, right at the AllCO bridge. I looked down. I saw a group of people. There were many. Right in the bus I was shouting PV. Hey, look at PV. Look at PV. I didn't know when I was saying that aloud. Before I know it, I didn't just know what came over me. I told the driver, please, stop me. The driver said, Madam, what's the matter with you? I said, you should stop me right here. Madam, you have not reached the bus stop. I said, stop me. It was like, is this man crazy? When he knew that I was serious, he dropped me. I quickly ran into the crowd, right in the midst of them. I said, please, I have business I want to present to you people. I have the business I want to present. They said, madam, this is an association. You are not our member. Please don't disturb us. I said, what does it take to be a member? I had little money I wanted to, that was during Christmas. I had little money I wanted to buy a few things, What does it take to be a member? They referred me to their secretary on the table. I went there and said, sir, I have something I want to present to you people. And I understand that you people say I will not be allowed to present. They said, madam, we are busy right now. We want to, this is end of the year. We want to round up our event and all that. So we have a lot to talk about. I said, even if it is 15 minutes, even if it's 10 minutes, they say, for me to thought I have to register as a member. I said, what does it cost? They told me. The little money I had was not enough. I said, okay, register me. Just give me to present. Crazy. And so they gave me my first 10 minutes. I spoke. The little I know, I spoke about Longrich. You can join this. You can still add it with what you are doing. You will make a lot of money. You will do this. And that was it I present. To the glory of God, some of them, even though many of them, they are not running the business, I would say, some of them still call me, I need toothpaste, I need this, I need that. So that was the extent that I went pushing this business, and never one day in anywhere, gave up on this very business. Yes. That is thus far as God has seen me through, that I keep pushing in this very business. And to the glory of God, I have been able to produce some Star Directors, even under me. When I look back, I say, now, wow, see how I started. So my achievement, my joy is that you look back, you see that along the line, you have empowered a whole lot of people financially. That gives you joy on its own. I remember a school principal when I went to do a presentation. She said, Mrs. Ijere, I don't have money to join. I said, look at a principal of a big school like this. And that was the school where I was a PTA chairperson. So they all know me, even to the Jew of the church, they all know me. And even when I lost my husband, in fact, my house was a makeup, though even the Jew, everybody came. And so he said, I don't have money. I said, can you imagine a big school like this? You don't have money, and we are talking about plan B, and you don't want to join. And then she said, I don't have the money. She said, I told, okay, see, I've come to do this presentation. The teachers are interested. And that means if you join, the teachers are going to be placed under you. Reluctantly, she went and borrowed money from the boss. I was there. She went and asked it because she's the principal of the school. They don't have the money. I talk with facts because even if the person, is hearing me, that I'm saying the truth. And there's no point telling lies. And so she joined. And then I placed the teachers this side. I placed two of executive members of our PTA on the other leg for her, because that was what I promised her. That lady, she's a Diamond 6 now. And she retired from school. Right now, some days, she started with earning 50,000, 30,000. Right now, some days she earns 200,000 and thereabout. And she keeps thanking God that thank God for the day I came. That if not this Longrich, that where would she have been earning her retirement? That they are not paying her anything. She retired gladly. Right now, she says she's building her own house, courtesy of Longrich bonuses. So you can imagine, when you look back, you begin to thank God for a whole lot of things you have done, empowering people. Then the main thing is my wife. It was too much for me. The was too much for me. I was confused. I was almost out of my mind when this thing happened to me. So most of my people, they'll come now, wow, Theresa, you're just like Brumo. You are just like Brumo. And we are warning you that you have to take it easy. And so I didn't know what to do. There was nothing I could do, because you just have to think, how do I do this? The money has not started coming much like that. So a lot of things contending with a little money coming in. And so, so by the special grace of God, that my wife, that was too much. I was paying school fees. I have been able to produce all my 4 children are graduates. one of them even school abroad. I don't know how that would have been possible without Longrich. When I look back, it's a great achievement because that was my fear. My most fear. It was scaring, no glaring. My eyes, Theresa, will you be alive? And your children will drop out of school? But to the glory of God, God has done it for me. And they are even going further and further. And to the glory of God, I'm paying school fees of so many people. I look back at myself and say, now, wow. So me, people cannot come, pay school fees. I now pay school fees for other people, even people that are not even related to me. Give me, give me. I keep giving and say, my God, is it really me? This was somebody, my child nearly dropped out of school. You can imagine a mother that I was in church. One day, my son that's abroad called me and said, Mommy, you know my school fee has not been paid. I said, no, I don't have single kobo in my account. And do you know that as I'm calling you now, I've been driven out of the hostel. Hey, I didn't know what I was doing again. Everything pastor was preaching was not entering my ear again. I ran outside the compound. I ran outside. I said, what do I do? What am I going to do now? I called one brother and explained. He said, what do we do? They really rally around. Nothing came out of it. Nothing much, I would say. But at the end of the day, I just got home and said, God, what do I do? The only vehicle that I had, I look back, I said, that's the only thing that I have. I said, okay, this vehicle, you are going to go. The following day, I disposed that vehicle, raised money, I was able to pay the school fees. I started trekking, as if devil wanted to say, Nto. The very Sunday I was going to church, I entered bus, immediately I got to Yaba, see rain, immediately I got there, immediately I came down from the bus. Rain was like if they just gather bucket of water up to 10 and pour on me. And by the time I could rush back to the bus, I was already soaked. I said, devil wanted to say, Nto. I entered the church soaked, and then that was it. But to the glory of God, that same vehicle that I sold, to the glory of God. Right from 2016, I joined, this is my 7th year in the business. 2016, I qualified for 2.3 million car. 2017, I qualified for another one. Then it became upgraded to 10 million. To the glory of God, I was among the people that qualified for 10 million. Last year again, 2019, I got another 10 million. And I look back, I said, this was somebody that had no car to move about. And look at me now, driving machine, that is car of my dream. And to the glory of God, my achievement also, I have been able to qualify for so many trips that ordinarily, even if I have the money, I may not be able to enjoy so much like that. Some of these trips, when I qualify, I take my money. Then several of them I've traveled. I've traveled to Dubai, courtesy of Longrich. I've traveled to US, courtesy of Longrich, all expense paid. I have traveled to Kenya. I've been to China severally. And I have qualified Malaysia, so many places. So the point, if I don't want to travel, I collect my money. That is the beauty of this very business. That is the beauty of this. That's why we tell people Longrich is not the usual networking, because it was when I got to know that Longrich is not the usual networking, I tried to jettison when it was presented to me. I had to run it. I have to run it with every strength I could garner. It is what doing. So that's why I keep giving it my best to even achieve more. And to the glory of God, this woman that had no situation in her account, I started earning 5 figures, 6 figures, then even to 7 figures, to the glory of God. Jesus, thank you. And then, and I said, okay, wonderful. This platform has really empowered me. There are a lot of widows that are there crying. They don't even know where to start. Let's start an empowerment program. And so we started STEP. STEP means St. Teresa's Empowerment Program. We have been doing it in-house. We decided to give it a full registration. Very soon it's already coming out. It's this wahala that came up that stopped it along the way. But meanwhile, we had already started operation. We have empowered. I remember a friend, a friend that the husband died. And then, okay, the husband to be a schoolmate of mine. When I learned that the husband died, I sent to her. what are you doing? This is what I'm doing. She said she had never heard about it. I said, this is what he said. She doesn't have money. I said, okay, don't worry. We have a platform whereby she was so excited, so excited. So you can see it means to her. I didn't have that opportunity of people bringing me like that. I had to struggle to do, but to the glory of God, I'm now empowering others. And I look at the challenges that widows get through. Remember, there was a time we called for widows. Let's chat, let's talk. So by the time we called them together. They thought they were coming to carry rice and all that. It was like, let's present this opportunity. That is why I called giving them fish, because after you give somebody fish, next time that person will be hungry again. And so how long will you continue to give? But by the time you empower the person, that person will not be the person to eat the kind of fish he wants. Whether it is croaker, it is tilapia you want to eat, the person will eat it. But instead of you giving the person. So that is what we are doing now. And by the grace of God, it's coming up more and more. And
Wow.
To the glory of God, we are still venturing into so many other things. Yes, along the line, as I have achieved so much from this very company, I will now ask, were there no challenges?
Yes, I
were
want
there no
to,
challenges?
we want to hear the challenges.
Before I got to that one for. Were there no challenges? I want to say that, you know, on the road to success, yes, on the road to success, there are curves. Sometimes those curves, there are curves that you keep bending and nearly break your will. And along the road to success, there are potholes. Some of these potholes it sink you, and then you have to look for people to help you to jack up again. So there are there. And along the road to this very success, there are collisions. Sometimes you quarrel. Sometimes I remember there was a day in Longrich office because we're like family. My immediate upline, Boba, said something to me, and I didn't like it. I burst out crying. As I was crying, Happy, Shemu's wife, saw me crying. She too started crying because they just don't want to do anything to hurt me because they know what I was going through. She started crying. My upline there saw that two of us were crying. She too started crying, so it was like nobody could control each other. When I remember that event now, I laugh. I said, now, well, Longrich drama. Longrich drama. And so the collision, if it is not by your sideline, it is your upline, it is your downline, and so it's coming often. But what happened is that you just keep moving forward. So the challenges I had were rejection. You know, yes, it is inevitable in this kind of thing. We see it a lot. I will talk to, because I was, when I say crazy, I was crazy. If I'm going to church, I'm just praying, let the service finish quick. When others are busy greeting, me, I'm busy copying. I'm busy with my phone. I am busy with my paper, with my biro, copying numbers, you know, copying phone numbers, following up. That's what they know me to do. And so I reject. Then along that line, maybe you talk to 20 people. Maybe you may not even get one yes. But what happened? Did it discourage me? No. We only say no means next opportunity. You know. Then my own people, because of my peculiar case, they thought, maybe this woman want to defraud us. So come and do Longrich, come and join. We give you product. I say, oh, you don't come again, please. I'm not interested. So the rejection from my people were too much. And then another thing was the money issue. You know, insufficient funds, because the little I had, a lot of things contending with it. And so, you know, my people say, you use money to pursue money. Yes, when I'm teaching Longrich, presenting Longrich, I say, even if you don't have money, you can still do Longrich. I analyze to them the way it goes. But whereby those people don't even trust you, those people are rejecting you, and nobody's interested in your product, it becomes a problem. And so, and I need money to move about. I need money to travel. Most of those places I travel, I need money to be able to fund that very journey. You don't just go to boss, you enter and say, I don't have money. They will not allow you. So I needed, the fund was another problem. And then another problem was insufficient lead. I was running from one place to the other. Abba was tripping as if I was just going to my backyard. Every little money I gather, I'm on my way, you know. And the worst thing was just to build, those travel was to build lead, to see people that could take up this very responsibility and run this very business. But the point is that some of them are not, the beautiful thing about this business is building responsible leaders. I heard Imedru said one time that when you are in this very business and as a leader, you are still the one that will talk to people, you are still the one that will, your success line will give you prospects to talk, you are still the one to do the calling, you are still the one to do this, that you have not started the business. And at that time, that was what I was struggling. I was still, you can imagine somebody that's in diamond 5, diamond 4, diamond 6, they will still give you somebody. Oh, I got this person, please see the number, talk to them for me. So every day you are talking, in the night you are talking, just trying to build lead, you know. And every little money I have, there was this training, this presentation I was to do at Abia. I send money to my people for them to hire hall and then pay all the other dues that require, print flyers, print the printed banner. It was difficult for me to raise that money, but by the time I got there, I met an empty hall. What a discouragement. I met an empty hall. I said, where are the people? You people told me that you were going to invite your people and all that. I met an empty hall. That I had to gather everything I had with full hope. I even loaded some form that, hey, registration is going to be massive. I met an empty hall. Did I give up? I did not. Then eventually, another day, I organized again. It's okay, this association is going to do an event and they are calling for people that will present businesses. I said, okay, book me, I'm coming. By the time I got there, I came to the place, I showed myself, I came here from Lagos, I wanted it. They said, madam, please, we're not allowing any networking presentation here. I said, no. Longrich is, there's nothing I did not talk. One of them said, no, I already know Longrich. It's a networking business. They did not allow me. All that they allowed, they said, okay, display your product. I said, so I came all the way from Lagos to come and display products and sell and go. It's not what brought me here. Enough to discourage somebody. Was I discouraged? No. I kept on moving. The thing, yes, I kept on moving. So a lot of discouragement, the members alone, sometimes your members alone, so discouraging. You try to train them, you put up training, some of them will not show up. You post on the group, they won't even answer. And so it's like, only you waka come. Only you waka come. And so you are there struggling to ensure that they pick up this business on their own. Because the beauty of this business is when you have leads that are running it on their own. They are independent, they are running it on their own, they are not trouble. If there's any little help you can render to them, go ahead and do it. But whereby they are depending on you, you are the talker, you are the presenter, you are the runner, you are the, oh God. Oh my God, I have seen something in this business. Sometimes there was a place I went to, Potter was reaching out to my knees. I looked around, there was no way to cross. I had to buy nylon I removed my shoe, bought nylon, put my leg and trek and enter there. When I remember what I've been through in this very business. But to the glory of God, I still thank God. I still thank God for not giving up, It is paying. So the challenges are many. But to the glory of God, I never give up. What did I do in the midst of those challenges to be a Star Director of Longrich Bioscience International? What did I do? You know, the reason is that if there are millions of things that want to bring you down, look for that one thing. Look for that few things that will keep you up. That is my own take. My why was so much. I said, if you give up now, Theresa, where are you going? If you now give up in the midst of these challenges, that your team members are not working, you are the only one running helter-skelter to build this business. So if you now leave it, where are you going to? Are you going to start whatever again? I said, okay. So the circumstances, do you feel like giving up? Do you feel like quitting? My own is capital no. Because I didn't have any other place I was going to start all over again. You know, I didn't have it. And my why was so big. And the circumstances surrounding me at that point in time kept me going. That I fear not anything. I tell people present, give me an opportunity to meet Buhari, I'll go and meet him. Because I'm not afraid of anything again. All that I want is to ensure that I better my life, the life of every people connected to me. And so even when I started, it wasn't clear to me. But at the end of the day, I found out that it was God and God alone that picked me up from that position of tears, from that position of confusion, from that position of nothingness, and said, daughter, your own time has come. I have seen your tears. The point is that I tell people that when you meet Longrich or when Longrich meets you, whichever way, it means that God has remembered you. So God actually remembered me. So what are the strategies that I adopted? Going back to the one that directed my footsteps, God. I've always said, even when I was called as Star Director, I raised a song because I know it wouldn't have been easy without God. Right from the start, right how I joined Longrich, where it was, you know, where Longrich was, I knew it was God. So I always go back to God in prayer, and prayer works. God answered prayer. And what I did, I never stopped prospecting. Even now, I never ever stop prospecting. I still prospect as a Star Director, because some people think, Star Director, they are just there, they don't do anything. You know, I never stop prospecting, and I never stop training. I keep training. Even when I prepare, you schedule a meeting, most of your team members, they don't show up. I keep training. Those that are around, we train. So I still train. I still make sure that I follow them. Sometimes I will leave her at 5:30 just to meet up with a members meeting that he or she asked me to go and present. Possibly she's at work, she can't make it, and here I am making sure that I meet up. I fill that very gap, and I never give up, and I never give into rejection. Sometimes rejection, it could be very painful, but you encourage yourself and keep moving. So I never stop updating my prospect lead. I never stop updating my prospect list. I keep on updating it, because every day we meet people. So I'm just telling it as one of the things that you should take home, that yes, keep building, and I never stop sowing. I never stop giving. You know, I never stop sowing. I remember when my brother Titi used to preach Longrich when I newly joined. So we said, give the product. Just give out the product. Share the product. Let them use our product. They will know the effect. And to me, when I eventually upgraded to VIP, I didn't know what to do. I said, maybe that's the magic. Maybe it is this sharing of this product that is the magic. I started sharing my product. And when I just have a taste of it, this product is good. I know, since if I thought business, they don't believe me, they don't want to join. Okay, just take this. Just take this. I keep sharing. But to the glory of God, most of those people that I share those products with, now that they have seen me making it, maybe one of them is even here, one pharmacist, you know. Now that see me make it, they come back and join. Madam, we have seen that this your business is working. They came back and joined. So that is the beauty of this very business. So I'm not moved by any challenges that I must come. If I have passed through it now, is it now that I'm going to give up? There is no room for giving up. My advice to those that are not yet in Longrich, wow. I want to let you, can you just reflect on your life? What is your dream? What do you want to be in life? What is it that you ever dreamt of to be? I tell people, everything that you've ever dreamt in life, Longrich has it. A lot of time we dreamt of giving our children, having a beautiful family, giving our children the best of education, Longrich has it. We dreamt of having the best of cars, machine, Longrich has it. We dreamt of, touring the world. Longrich has such platform. It's beautiful thing that when we have done all this, Longrich says, okay, go on free trip. Just go and enjoy yourself. The best of hotel, the best treatment, the best of food, everything, you enjoy it, all expense paid. You know? Then the cash, the money that you need, everybody needs money. You have it in Longrich. So what is it that you're waiting for? What is it? To the point that this is the business that you make money while on vacation, while sleeping, you build a generational income for your children. Even the Bible says that a good man leaveth inheritance for his children, children. So what is your dream? What are you still waiting for? Longrich is not the usual. Longrich is not the usual networking. That's why I'm proud of Longrich all over. The way we talk about this company is so wonderful. We tell people we don't compete, we dominate. So what are you still, why are you sitting at the edge? Why are you allowing good things of life to pass you by? When it is a simple thing, join, switch your brand of the product you've been using. Whether you like it or not, you must spend money on these things. You must buy this very thing. So why don't you spend money and buy this and join this very business, and you are good to go. Sorry, my battery.
Wow.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes.
Thank you.
So I'm still on.
This story,
and then.
Yeah, we are with you.
Yes. So for those that are still waiting, please wait no more. Wait no more. It is time for.
Ooh. Wow. Hey guys, please let her work on our battery. I think our battery just run. This is a story. The more I do this, the more I feel motivated. If you are motivated with the story so far, if you are motivated hearing Mama Tex, I want you to drop "I am motivated" in the comments. Drop "I am motivated." Tag someone. Share this video. Drop that. I am motivated. Drop it.
Yes, I'm back. Okay, for those that are still thinking, for those that are yet to make decision, please, I want to ask you a very, very critical question. What is your why? What is it that is your dream in life? This very question is very, very critical because it's going to determine the level at which you will push to achieve that success in life. This very question, the answer you give to yourself, is actually going to help you to push through pains. It's going to help you to push through rejections. It's going to help you to eliminate fear. And it's going to help you to open your mouth. Some of us, I used to be a very shy person, like I said. But with this, I say, no more shy. No more shyness. Because if I keep keeping quiet, it will get me nowhere. It means at the end of the day, that thing that I fear will not envelop me. So why not open with that? Very your why will help you in this very business. Yes, it's not going to come that easy, like I said, and there's no good thing that comes so easy. There's no free food even in Freetown. So for that very reason, that's your why will cause you sleep. You see, most of us in the night we are still posting. In the night we are still doing this. In the night we are still pushing. We are still connecting people here and there. That very your why will cause you friends. Some of those friends, their own is so one way. Let's go and dance. Let's go and drink. Let's go and do that. But you now isolate yourself because you have a dream you must fulfill. That's your why will cause you will cause you your habits. Maybe your habit is pinging, chatting, wasting the data. Our data is PV data. That thing that I've been using to talk, that's when any talk that is not PV related, I say, please, what do you want? If I solve your problem so that you leave me alone to use my data for my business. And that very your why will cost you money. Yes, it will cost you money. Just share, just like SD Charles is sharing now. He's spending money to organize this thing on the studio and all that. So it will definitely cost you money. So you just have to come on board. And the right time to come on board is now. Wherever you are, you're hearing my voice. You have people all over. You have the downtrodden. You have, the widows. You have those that already have. You have the salary earners. Because where will salary take you to? We say job. Job means just over broke. Most of them, you ask them for money at the end of the month, they have already spent it. While the salary is yet to come, they've already taken loan of shoes, of clothes, and other things because they want to maintain, So that job will not take you anywhere. So what you need to do is to have a plan B. And the best plan B to have, I will recommend for you, is Longrich Bioscience International. And then for those that are already here, some of us are already here, some people are already stuck. They don't even know what to do again. And they are saying it's not my thing. I want to tell you, it is a lie. It is your thing. It's just that you have not given it the best you can. What I want to tell you is that never you give up. If you have joined Longrich, like I have said, it means that your page of success has been opened. It means that God has remembered you. But in the midst of that God remembering you, doesn't mean that you have to fold your hands. Even when God threw the manna from heaven fell, God did not start using it and put it in their mouth. They have to go out to gather it. The manna God has given us is Longrich manna. It's Longrich manna. Why don't you Longrich and gather your own manna, and you will smile for the rest of your life? So for those that are already there, please, I want you not to give up. And then own this business, own this business. A lot of things that happen is that a lot of people depend so much on their upline. When I say my upline, say, don't worry, I'm going to give you people. After all that I followed and did, not even the one that has K legs that he gave, but here I am now. I don't even know where the level where she is. So own this business, see it as your own. Don't say it is my upline. So if I'm working now, it means that my upline will continue to chop. Now yourself, you do. They don't follow you anything from village. You are doing yourself. You are doing yourself if you refuse to work this very business that works. You look at the business that empowered a lot of people. You can look at the business that people are smiling every day. Look at the business that is changing lives on a weekly basis and a daily basis. People that you know of a truth that were nothing. And you are there sitting. It is your own. I don't want to work so that my upline will not end. You are doing yourself. That upline, I tell people, I jump and pass. That if you think that you are doing it, I will jump and pass. God knows how he's going to do it. He will just do it, I will jump and pass. And it's true. And then for those that are already there, you are stuck, you don't know what to do again, please go back to the learning room. The thing is that when you learn, you earn. You remove that L, you earn. And so go back to the learning room. Sometimes what people do is that they don't understand this business very well. And so for that very reason, they are stuck somewhere. They don't even know what to explain to somebody. And so definitely the person will give up. So go back to learning room. Learn and you will earn. And what you need to do, go back to drawing board, draw your list. I call them project 1000, project 2000. Draw the list of people that you know and start talking to them. And these days, you can learn from your upline. You can learn, we give liberally, people like SD Charles giving liberally lectures everywhere. Join and you will definitely learn. And you will definitely pick up. And by the time you pick up, before you know it, you are a Star Director. Yes, for me to round up, I want to give this very business tips. I call it key to success. And this very key to success, I just pick few of it. there is you just have to know this for you to actually move. Discover your purpose. And I pick this because I know some people don't even know the reason to which they join. Because I know my why. And a lot of star directors, they will tell you that they know their why. And that is why we push like that. If you don't know the purpose to which we join, that is why you become weak easily. But if you know the purpose, if you know the reason why you joined the business, there is no way you will not push this very business. And another thing is develop passion for this very business. Whatever you love, you work it. But when you don't have passion for something, you do it lackadaisically, Like I have said also, acquire knowledge. Acquire knowledge. When you acquire knowledge, in fact, success is the product of knowledge acquired. Success is the product of knowledge acquired. If Charles did not learn about this business, do not go to the extent of putting effort to create this very platform, and he had learned quite a lot from this very business, he won't be where he is. Within a short term, he jump and pass, So that is it. Knowledge is very, very important. And knowledge is a powerful tool in the school of success. That is it. This very knowledge is very, very powerful too in the school of success. So if you must succeed, please acquire knowledge. Another thing is, please defeat fear. Fear is the thief of time. Sometimes it's the fear that stops us. If I go to talk to this person, he will not join me, and I must have disgraced myself. I know I'm a person of class. No, please leave that your class. When you are class, people will know you. Please defeat fear, so that you'll be able to conquer. Another thing, please stop making excuses. A lot of us, my upline did not train me. My upline is not helping me. They are not giving me people. They are not doing this. Please stop making excuses. That's why I started by, please own this business. Don't see it as anybody's own. See it as your business. Just like you spend your money, you set up business. Every morning you bath, you take your bath, you go to that place. Take this business as your own. Show up on your business every day. And what has actually also taken us here is being focused. It is necessary for you to develop an unstoppable attitude. Madam Tess, nothing stops me. Nothing stops me. As long as there is breath, I will pursue till I overtake. When you develop such attitude, there is no way you will not succeed. So there are so many reasons why you have to develop unstoppable attitude. That there are so many of them out there. It's happening there, you run, you follow them. It's happening there, you run, you follow them. When will you be focused for once? When will you be focused? And I wonder how people, this one is happening. You are talking to, there is this another one that came up. The person will know you, will see you as somebody that is not serious. So don't let anybody talk you out of your vision. Uphold that vision that you are, and that is Longrich vision. To be focused means to have this highest level of concentration on something, and that is the acronym I entitled TEAS. TEAS. That is that unstoppable, attitude towards something that you love. I entitled it, the acronym I came up with is TEAS. TEAS means term. Something that you love will take your term. It's going to take your term. Yes. Another thing is energy. That thing that you have passion for, that you focus on, is going to take your energy. That's why we run from here to here to do presentations to support our team members. Another thing is that in that very acronym is attention. That thing that you focus on, that you have passion for, you will have attention for it. That's why people say, I don't have time. It's not true. It's because you don't have passion for that thing. It's because you don't have love for that thing that you have love to. There is no way you will not pay attention to it. And the last thing on that acronym is zeal. You will zealously guide it. and you will not allow anything to distract you on it. So take this acronym of T's: time, energy, attention, and zeal. Put it as part of your focus in this very business. The next one is, please don't procrastinate. We say procrastination is the thief of time. A lot of things, what we're supposed to do now, we say, oh, I will do it tomorrow. This talk is for those that already joined and those that are yet to make up their mind. Don't say tomorrow I will do it when you have the money to start. Why waiting till tomorrow? Don't say, oh, until I confirm, until that person that came to introduce the business to me, until he or she start earning. I've not seen her lot. For that reason, I'll wait. That's what some people will tell me. Hey, the person I want to present, he said until I see my lot. Please put people under me now so that they will see my lot. Hey, you know, so if you are that time that you're waiting for the alert of the person that introduced you, please don't procrastinate. Go and join this very business. And those that are already there, and possibly you have some people you want to talk to, and you're okay, next year, let me go and talk to the person. Please make up your mind. Go ahead and do that talk now. Yes, tomorrow will take care of itself. And in this very business, please have this positive mental attitude. A lot of us, we talk ourselves down. We talk ourselves down. I don't think it's for me. This thing is not working for me. Why don't you speak positively about your business? Speak positively. Speak the word of God. Speak strength into it. Speak positivities into it. Speak progress into it. Pray along that line. There is no way that business will not resurrect. Stop talking down on your business. It's not working for me. I'm not making people. I'm not making money. No. Speak. This business you must resurrect. You see, everything has ear. If you speak to that business, it has ear. It will definitely resurrect. Another thing, second to the last order about is shun pride. Some of us, when we just make little money, hey, now who be me? We no go agree again. And so we now begin to dengue the pose. Please shun pride. That's why I love Madam Titi. You know, very, very humble. Despite the fact that she's the #1 in the whole of Africa, she's still very humble. She pick every one of us, any level you are. She still pick you. She still speak to you kindly, peacefully. You know, wonderful. They have so much helped me along the line. You know, of my climbing to Star Director. They have him, her, and Shehu. They have always been there for me. And I remember before I met Star Director, she told me, "Look, Madam Tess, we're waiting for you to go for our Star Director MBA." So that time I was Diamond 7. So you better make do it fast so that we go. And that gingered me. I pushed, and within that very year, I was able to make Star Director. So you can imagine such an encouraging person. And the Shehu also always there for me. In fact, that one, now my family, you know, now my family, Gogo. So everything we, they know. And so they have been wonderful family, him and the wife. And so they are very, very humble. You know, the point is that if we don't know that, you see, humility multiplies success. You know, you can see it as these people that I'm talking about, even Shehu, I say, hey, this is the #1 a man in the whole of Africa. Still calling me Ma. His wife, Ma, the Star Director for. Charles again, SD Charles, Ma. I say, hey, Egba mio, see me, you know. So you can imagine how humility is multiplying these people. So that is why, whatever level you are, please be humble. Be humble. Remember that it is God that lifts somebody. So there's this saying that goes like that: pride go before a fall. So please be humble at any level you are.
Yeah.
The next thing is please celebrate success. Celebrate success. I have to mention this because there are things that we fail to do in this business that we're doing. Some of us that are making it, you see somebody have advancing level. You see somebody qualify for cars, you post it to the group. Some will not talk. Some that congratulations not too much for them. No need them, they qualify. It's only them and their family, their husband, their children, not need them. We self, what of we? Have you done what they did and you did not qualify? Have you done what they did and you are not celebrated? Please, don't you know that, when you celebrate others, you attract celebration. What you celebrate is what you attract. You don't know that. It robs some. So learn to celebrate people. Learn to, if you're on the group, please learn to celebrate. When we post people that advance in rank, that achieve incentive, celebrate them. You find out that you will begin to work towards it, and before you know it, you are there. Stop complaining. For the ones who are upline, don't mind them. They are the ones celebrating. Please celebrate them. As you celebrate them, success will come your way. Another thing,
your image just turned.
Okay, I've seen it.
Wow. Guys, I hope you are taking note of this.
Has it come back? Yes.
Yes, it's back now.
Okay, it's back now. I'm not even seeing it. Okay, is it back? Okay, I'm maybe rounding up. Okay, very well. Okay, the last thing is, please think success, breathe success, smell success, and celebrate success. And above all, be thankful to Almighty God for the little that He has given to you, for the little you have achieved in life. In fact, for the fact that God directed your footsteps to Longrich is enough to thank Him. It's just for you to walk towards it, and then you will be celebrated. So I leave us by saying, please, Longrich is enough. For God to have brought you to Lord is enough for you to thank God. So whatever level you are, whatever situation you are, don't think that it is all over. It is not over until you win. And with Longrich, you will definitely win. And I tell us, please, if you have anybody that is downtrodden, you have anybody that is confused, you have anybody that you know is not going the right way, you have any salary earner, you have any business owner, and is not, whether it's doing well or it's not doing well, please, it is time to connect them. Don't fear anybody. Don't fear whatever they will tell you. Don't fear rejection. Move. And by the time you move with prayers, you have said, there is no way you will not succeed in this very business. I want to tell us to please keep moving forward. And by the grace of God, we shall all succeed. Go ahead and work what works. Thank you very much.
Whoa! Wow! This is mind-boggling. Can you check your video? Your video is stuck now. What's happening? Wow! This is mind-blowing, guys. If you are motivated again, guys, I want you to drop I am motivated in the comments. Show some love to Mama Tess. This is mind-blowing. I'm so motivated also, hearing success stories like this, hearing stories like this helps you to see that you can achieve it. Yes, you're back. I can see you. You too can achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. Success is not meant for certain people. Success, you've turned the camera again.
Yes.
Your camera is turned.
Okay. It's coming up.
Okay. Success is not meant for certain people. Success is meant for people who do things in certain way. I want you to take note of that, guys. Success is not meant for certain people alone. Success is meant for people who do things in certain ways. If you listen to our story, if you really pay attention to our story, you see a woman who is hungry, a woman who is coachable, a woman who got a stronger why, a woman who is ready to do whatever it takes to take care of her family and also take care of others. A woman who never gave up despite challenges. For some of us, we thought that we just got to Star Directors like a magician, like as if it's a lottery. It's not a lottery, guys. It takes effort. It takes serious effort to get to whatever level you want in life. It is not a magic. You need to put in the effort. Look at that experience where you had to go stop. You've not even gotten to your destination because you saw crowd. You saw crowd. You said this is PV. You stopped. Tell the driver, stop, 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 stop. I need to come down. That got me. I need to come down. I can imagine the scene. you had to request. You requested for you to speak with them. They said no, no, no. You are not a member. You went all in to go get the talk to the top leader there and say you want to speak to his group. He said no, they are busy. You didn't allow no to stop you. It's okay. What does it take for me to speak to you guys? You say you got to be a member. Okay, I want to be a member. I need to pass this message. I need to pass this message, guys. You know, he said, do what I am saying. I need to pass this message. This message is this is crazy. That sometimes you need to go mad for things to happen for you. Go do the unusual. Do the unusual. When you do the unusual, yesterday my sister said, it's very easy to even get this PV that she had to say, why is it that PV is not coming in? She had to stand up. She stood up and said, no, let me go all out. She went to the market, demonstrated the sanitary pad, and went home with 200 PV. Look, guys, do the unusual. When you do the unusual, you surely get results in your business. Like Les Brown said, you got to be hungry. You got to be hungry, guys. You got to be hungry. We are so grateful for having you here. For those who are widow who thought that begging is the only option out of widowhood, you need to come learn from this story. It's not about begging, it's about finding your way out. Longrich has a relief for you. Come join this business and you surely have success. Join, go all out, work hard for it. Success is yours. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being part of this program. Thank God we didn't miss this week. We were very hungry to learn from you. We have gotten the tips and we're going to apply it. If you know you're going to apply whatever you have learned so far today, I want you to drop in the comment, I will do it. I am doing it, not even I will do it. I am doing it. Drop that. Drop it in the comment, guys. I am doing it. I am doing it. I am doing it. Drop it in the comment. I am doing it. And I also want to let you guys know this, that there is a conference coming up in January. One of the things, if you listen to Mama Tess, she said she commits herself to so much learning. She was attending events. She was doing seminars. She was doing me alone seminar. Yeah, guys, sometimes you have to do me alone seminar. Your offline is not there. You just have to go to the seminars. And she went home. She started reading books. About the profession. Until you decide to go pro, nothing happens. Until you decide to go pro, nothing happens. I want you to take note of that. Nothing. And so until she became pro in what she was doing and was ready to teach others the things she was learning, things started happening with her. I know you have so much, the success story is amazing. You have star directors now from nothing to something in this business. We are so excited with stories like this. We are happy. Now, guys, there's a conference coming up in January 22nd to 24th. January 22nd. Yes, I can see the comments. January 22nd to 24th in his online conference, a virtual conference. I'm so privileged to be speaking in that conference. It's an international conference. This is the first time I am speaking in an international conference. For the past 14 years, I've been in network marketing. I bet myself, imagine someone who was shy, who was an introvert. now talking to a lot of people. It's all about you building yourself. And I want us, one of the things that has really helped me in this profession is learning from those who have been there. Learning from those who have been there. Those are some of the things that have helped me. I learned from professionals. And in that conference, a lot of professionals, over 30 professionals will be speaking. We'll be speaking in that conference. Make sure you attend the conference. I've dropped the link on Facebook. I have pinned it. Register on that with that link. It's a 3 days conference. Imagine people like Alton Boggs, Fraser Brooks, so many top earners in the world are coming to share their success tip on how you can build your business in that conference. So register with the link I have dropped in the chat box so that you can learn from those who are there. If you rub yourself with those who are successful, that's the essence of this program all the time. If you rub yourself, if you learn from those who are successful, there is no way you will not be successful. You will now know what it takes for you to build your business. It is $35 to be in that conference. That is around 13,500 naira for 3 days. 3 days from the comfort of your home. So register with the link drop. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you for your time. I know you're a very busy woman.
Okay.
I'm so excited
God bless you.
with your motherly attitude. Thank you for taking care of others, and we are grateful for this time. So, guys, we are calling it off. Next week, we're going to have another Star Directors with us. Don't miss it. Don't miss it for anything. Make sure you tag your team members in that program. Thank you very much. Thank you, Ma. Words cannot describe how grateful we are to you today.
Thank you. God bless you, Charles. I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be part of this. God will continue to lift you in Jesus' name. Thank you so much.
Thank God. Yes.